Okay, for this one we have to find I1, I2, sorry, V1, V2, and V3. So let's start by writing current direction. Let's call this I1. Let's call this I2. Let's call this I3. Okay, and this is V1, V2, V3. So let's write the equation for node 1. So this portion. We see 3 amps is entering the current, is entering the node, and this will be equal to anything leaving it. So it will be I1 plus IX. For node 2, we see IX is entering it, and I2 and I3 are leaving it. And for node 3, we see I1 and I3 entering it, and this will be equal to 2IX, which is leaving it. So let's write the equations for I1, I2, I3, and IX. We call this the ground node, so it'll be 0 volts down here. And okay, so for I1, it goes from a high potential to a low potential. So it'll be V1 minus V3 all over 4. I2 equals, so this is I2, it goes from a high potential to a low potential. So it'll be V2 minus 0 all over 4. I3, we see it goes from a high potential to a low potential. So it'll be equal to V2 minus V3, which all over 8. And then for IX, we see it goes from a high potential to a low potential over here. So it'll be V1 minus V2 all over 2. So let's start plugging them into here. So it'll be 3 equals I1, which was V1 minus V3 all over 4, plus IX, which is V1 minus V2 over 2. Next one, it'll be V1 minus V2 over 2, which is equal to V2 over 4 plus V2 minus V3 over 8. And then the last one, I1 was V1 minus V3 all over 4 plus I3, which is V2 minus V3 over 8 plus 2IX, which is V1 minus V2 over 2. These twos cancels out. Oh yeah, and it's equal to it, not plus. Okay, so these twos cancel out. So it's just V1 minus V2. So let's try and simplify all 3 of these. So let's see. V1 over 4 plus V1 over 2, that's just 0.75 V1. Then it'll be 0.5 V2 minus 0.25 V3. And that will be equal to 3. The next one, it will be, let's bring this whole region to the other side. So it will be minus 0.5 V1 plus 0.875 V2 minus 0.125 V3, which is equal to, and it's all equal to 0. The last one, okay, let's bring this portion to the other side. So it will be minus 0.75 V1 plus 1.125 V2 minus 0.375 V3 equals 0. Okay, now we have this giant thing. Okay, so we can do one of 2 things. Or one of 3 things. We can isolate for all of them and substitute them all in, like we did in some previous times. Or if our calculator has an option, it can solve it for us. like solve V1, V2, V3 for us. Or if you have MATLAB, then you can plug in these numbers and you would get the following numbers. V1 is 4.8, V2 is 2.4, and V3 is minus 2.4.